In this video, we will cover what Ceph is, how it integrates with Proxmox, what type of disks you can use, whether or not they need to be identical, how the number of disks impact available storage. So let's dive in. Do you know that only 10% of my viewers actually subscribe to this channel? That means 90% watch but never hit that subscribe button. I'm sure that you are not one of them. Subscribing takes just a second and it really helps support this channel. Liking, commenting, and sharing also helps the YouTube algorithm to understand that this video is valuable. If you have already subscribed, liked, and shared, thank you. If not, pause this video right now and hit that subscribe button, like, and drop a comment. It makes a huge difference. Now let's continue. What is Ceph and why you should use it in the Proxmox? Ceph is a distributed storage system designed for scalability, redundancy, and high availability. It is commonly used in Proxmox cluster to provide shared storage for virtual machines and containers, allowing seamless migration and failover. Unlike traditional RAID, Ceph does not rely on single point of failure. Instead, it distributes data across multiple nodes using object storage, replication, and self-healing capabilities. In Proxmox, Ceph consists of several key components. OSDs, which are object storage daemons, these are the disks where data is stored. Each OSD corresponds to a physical or virtual disk. Then is MONs or monitors. These manage the cluster state, maintain a cluster map, and ensure consistency. Then is MGR or manager daemons. These provide clusters monitoring and reporting capabilities. Then is PGs, which are placement groups. These help to distribute the objects across OSDs efficiently. Then is RADOS or reliable autonomic distributed object store, the underlying storage engine that powers Ceph. Now that we understand the basics, let's talk about what type of disks can be used in Ceph with Proxmox. Ceph supports various disk types, but choosing the right one depends on your use case and performance requirements. The most commonly used disk type includes HDDs, which are hard disk drives. These are good for the bulk storage, but of course, these are slower in performance. Suitable for cold storage or archiving. Then is SSDs, which is solid state drives. These have faster read and write speed, making them ideal for VM storage. Then is NVMe SSDs. These are preferred for the high performance workloads. NVMEs are often used for OSDs as journals for the HDDs based setup. Then is the NVMe drives. These are best for the low latency and high throughput applications. Works well in the cluster where speed is critical. In an optimized Ceph setup, SSDs or NVMe drives are recommended for VM load, while HDDs can be used for the lower priority storage needs. Unlike RAID, Ceph does not require identical disks, but there are some best practices to follow. You can mix different disk sizes, but it's not always ideal. Ceph automatically balances the data. You can mix HDDs and SSDs, but the best practice is to keep the disk type consistent across OSDs to avoid performance disparities. If you mix disk speeds, use faster disk for the logs, journals, or metadata storage. Ceph follows a replication strategy where data is stored in multiple times for redundancy. By default, Proxmox Ceph uses a replication factor of 3, meaning each pieces of data is stored on 3 different OSDs. Of course, if you have 3 nodes, each node with only one OSD, one disk of 1 terabyte each, total storage is 3 terabyte, but usable storage will be only 1 terabyte because the replication factor 3 will write the data simultaneously on all 3 drives. So making the available storage only 1 terabyte. More OSDs is equal to more redundancy, but lower usable storage. It's recommended to use at least 3 nodes for the failover protection. For performance, you must use SSDs for metadata and journals if HDDs are the primary storage. But if SSDs are there, of course, there is no problem of performance. To ensure smooth performance and reliability, follow these Ceph best practices in Proxmox. Use at least 3 nodes. Ceph requires at least 3 nodes, of course, so for proper redundancy and quorum. Use SSDs for generaling. Balance OSDs properly. Avoid mixing slow and fast disks within the same pool. Use at least 10 Gbps network for the Ceph to avoid bottleneck. Monitor the health regularly. Use Proxmox Ceph monitoring tools to check for the failure and performance issues. Proxmox has provided inbuilt monitoring tool so you can monitor if something is going wrong. So finally, Ceph is a powerful storage solution for Proxmox, offering high availability, redundancy, and scalability. You can use mix of disk types for the best performance. Try to keep them uniform within the pool and utilize SSDs and NVMe drives for faster operation. Always plan your cluster with at least 3 nodes and consider Erasure coding for better space efficiency in larger deployment. Now let us continue to next video where we will configure Ceph in Proxmox virtual environment where 3 nodes are there and all the nodes are having additional disks for creating Ceph cluster. So let us continue to next video. We will configure Ceph storage.